Hello, the story I'm going to read you today is called Last Stop on Market Street. It is by Matt de la Pena and the pictures are by Christian Robinson. Christian Robinson is one of my favorite illustrators. Okay. There's the city. CJ pushed through the church doors, skipped down the steps. The outside air smelled like freedom, but it also smelled like rain, which freckled CJ's shirt and drips down his nose. There he is on the steps of the church. He ducked under his Nana's umbrella, saying, "How come we gotta wait for the bus in all this wet?" "Trees get thirsty too," his Nana told him. "Don't you see that big one drinking through a straw?" CJ looked for a long time, but he never saw a straw. Do you know how trees get water? They get them underground with their roots. There's CJ and his Nana. From the bus stop, he watched water pool on flower petals, watched rain patter against the windshield of a nearby car. His friend Colby climbed in, gave CJ a wave, and drove off with his dad. "Nana, how come we don't got a car?" Some people have cars and some people don't. See, look, they're waiting at the bus stop. "Boy, what do we need a car for? We've got a bus that breathes fire and old Mr. Dennis who always has a trick for you." The bus creaked to a stop in front of them. It sighed and sagged, and the doors swung open. So there's the bus. Have you ever ridden on a big bus like that in the city, or maybe even on a school bus? And his grandma, he's saying, "I wish we had a car," and his grandma's saying, "We don't need one. The bus is good." She's trying to teach him to be grateful, to be happy for what he does have. "What's that I see?" Mr. Dennis asked. He pulled a coin from behind CJ's ear and placed it in his palm. Nana laughed her deep laugh and pushed CJ along. Look at that. They're on the bus a lot and they know the bus driver. He's very friendly. They sat right up front. The man across the way was tuning a guitar. An old woman with curlers had butterflies in a jar. Nana gave everyone a great big smile and a good afternoon. She made sure CJ did the same. Oh, so look, there's all these different people on the bus, and she's saying hello to them. The bus lurched forward and stopped, lurched forward and stopped. Nana hummed as she knit. "How come we always gotta go here after church?" CJ said. "Miguel and Colby never have to go." "I feel sorry for those boys," Nana told him. "They'll never get a chance to meet Bobo or the sunglass man. And I hear Trixie got herself a brand new hat." CJ stared out the window, feeling sorry for himself. He watched cars zip by on either side, watched a group of boys hop curbs on bikes. So he's saying, "Well, how come I have to do this? My friends don't have to do it." And she's saying that, yeah, their friends don't, but they don't get a chance to meet all these people. "I wonder who the sunglass man is." And she said, "Trixie got a hat? I don't know who Trixie is." A man climbed aboard with a spotted dog, and CJ gave up his seat. That's nice. "How come that man can't see?" "What do you know about seeing?" Nana told him. "Some people watch the world with their ears." "That's a fact. Their noses, too," the man said, sniffing at the air. "That's a mighty fine perfume you're wearing today, ma'am." Nana squeezed the man's hand and laughed her deep laugh. So look, this man is blind, and he has a cane and a dog to help him walk around safely. And CJ gave up his seat, which was a nice thing to do. And even though he can't see, he can still hear and smell, and he notices things maybe that other people don't. Two older boys got on next. CJ watched as they moved on by and stood in back. "Sure wish I had one of those," he said. Nana set down her knitting. "What for? You got the real live thing sitting across from you. Why don't you ask that man if he'll play us a song?" So look, he's saying, "Oh, I wish I had like a phone to listen to music to." But his Nana says, "Remember that man with the guitar? Ask him to play a song." CJ didn't have to. The guitar player was already plucking strings and beginning to sing. "To feel the magic of music," the blind man whispered, I like to close my eyes. Nana closed hers too. So did CJ and the spotted dog. And in the darkness, the rhythm lifted CJ out of the bus, out of the busy city. He saw sunset colors swirling over crashing waves, saw a family of hawks slicing through the sky, saw the old woman's butterflies dancing free in the light of the moon. CJ's chest grew full and he was lost in the sound, and the sound gave him the feeling of magic. So he's closing his eyes and imagining what the music makes him feel like. That's a fun thing to do. The song ended and CJ opened his eyes. Everyone on the bus clapped, even the boys in the back. Nana glanced at the coin in CJ's palm, and CJ dropped it into the man's hat. Look, he gave his money to the man for doing the song because he liked it. Last stop on Market Street, Mr. Dennis called. They're on Market Street. Where are they going, do you think? CJ looked around as he stepped off the bus. Crumbling sidewalks and broken down doors, graffiti-tagged windows, and boarded-up stores. He reached for his Nana's hand. How come it's so dirty over here, always? She smiled and pointed to the sky. Sometimes when you're surrounded by dirt, CJ, you're a better witness for what's beautiful. So in some places, there might be some buildings that are broken, or what's called graffiti, like paint and markers and art on the walls. And it can make you feel a little sad because it might be a little dirty and it might not be very pretty. And his Nana's pointing at the sky and she's saying she sees something beautiful. And CJ saw the perfect rainbow arcing over their soup kitchen. He wondered how his Nana always found something beautiful when he never even thought to look. See that rainbow? His Nana's very good at finding things to be thankful for and to be beautiful. He looked all around them again, at the bus rounding the corner out of sight, and the broken street lamps still lit up bright, and the stray cat shadows moving across the wall. Sometimes it can be hard to find things that are pretty or to be thankful for, and so you might have to look extra hard, but there's always something. When he spotted the familiar faces in the window, CJ said, "I'm glad we came." So he's thankful for these people. He thought his Nana might laugh her deep laugh, but she didn't. She patted him on the head and told him, "Me too, CJ. Now come on." Look, there's what's called a soup kitchen. Sometimes if people don't have enough to eat, people will get together and make a lot of food and serve it to people who are hungry. It's a very nice thing to do. We should always take care of each other. So if you know somebody who doesn't have enough food, you could help them get some food. Or you can volunteer at a place like a soup kitchen where lots of people will go. And look, the last page, where are they? They're back at the bus stop. I love that story because I love the artwork and I love learning about how to find beautiful things. Like even when it's raining, CJ's Nana says, well, the trees need water and the plants need water. So every day I like to try and look and find something that I'm happy to have in my life. What about you? What are you happy to have in your life? I'll read to you later.